Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure to have the producer, the artist, the musician, the actor, Mr. Louis Parks. Hello Louis, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me for this very special interview where we get to talk about your career so far.
Yeah.
So many amazing things you've done already. Where do we start? What's the thing that you're most proud of?
Most proud of?
Yeah, that you've done of all, because you've been filming since you were 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
But when we were driving here, there was Michael Jackson that just came on my Spotify through my speakers, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and that made you smile. And then you showed me a video of you dancing to Michael Jackson. How old were you then?
Probably about 9, yeah. So I remember it like really well actually. We was at one of our friends' hotels and we just started speaking about Michael Jackson, so I pulled my mum's phone out and just started dancing to it. So yeah, it's a bit weird. I was a weird child, but...
Weird? I don't think he was. I just think you were a bit different, right?
Yeah.
Weren't you bullied as well for
making them, yeah?
Yeah.
Quite a
Well,
bit.
how did people find out about them in the first place?
Well, how did they find out?
You're at school, right? So this is, I mean, you're 18, right? So this is...
Yeah, I was in primary school.
So at
no one really cared through primary school.
No, it's at 1990 what?
No, 2000.
Oh my
It'd
God.
been 2000s.
You weren't born.
I wasn't born until 2002.
Wow. So how old were you when people started having a go at you for making videos?
Probably year 7 to 12. So they didn't realise for a while, but they'd seen them, but people thought it was normal.
How did they see them?
Because when I was at school, at primary school, like obviously we'd tell our friends and be like, oh yeah, we did this, we did that. Then it sort of goes around the school. And then, because we're stepping up to high school, people start changing, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
So what sort of things did people say?
People had put it on the big screen, so in front of the whole class.
And what were you doing in these videos? I have seen a couple of these videos, by the way.
We were just acting like being kids, really, just having fun, doing what we wanted to do.
And what sort of things did people say when they were making fun?
They'd laugh. I don't really know. It was sort of like they wouldn't just. It wasn't like people would class it as proper bullying. It was more
teasing.
Yeah.
But what sort of impact did that have on you?
At first, a negative one, but I learned a lesson, I suppose. Just not really care what others think. Just do what you want to do.
And have you been making films ever since?
Yeah. I did stop because of what people were saying and that kind of stuff. But then I realised it's what I want to do.
So for those of you that don't know, how I met Louis Parks, very interesting story. I was on a TV program called Fat Chance, and there were 8 fat families, and one of those families was the Parks family from Willenhorn, and you weren't alive.
No.
That's where I met your dad, and it was your dad, his 2 brothers, and your granddad, and your dad and I have remained friends ever since. And then I saw your mum and dad came to see me when I was running a weight loss course. They used to travel like 200 miles there, 200 miles back.
Yeah, I think it was in Essex somewhere.
Yeah, Frinton, where I was told you I had my garage. I had a lock-up in Essex, a garage. But so tell us what happened with, in terms of how we ended up working together.
So I got set an assignment by my college, Walsall College.
Big shout out to the Walsall College, massive, peace.
So yeah, they set me an assignment to do a documentary, and I didn't want it to be like everyone else's, not really actually speaking to high-profile people, like people that are well known. So I really tried to get out there, tried to contact a lot of people. Some people said yeah, and actually didn't like show up to the interview in a way.
What was the film about?
So the film was about, I suppose I was a bit confused about what it was about and full of excitement because of people that I managed to interview. So the initial reason for the documentary was...
how exercise helped you going through some difficult times in your life, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And you ended up doing some great interviews, and one of them was obviously with me, and it was just over there.
Yeah.
And who would have believed that from that moment... no, I'm joking. From that moment onwards, that started something where you started doing more work with me. And tell us what's happening now. What's going on?
So yeah, I'm doing an apprenticeship. I go to college once a month, which is great because I hardly ever have to go there. That's in Brighton, which is a different place to where I've ever been before, really.
Yeah.
So that's a new experience.
And you're living here. This is our house, our
Yeah.
home. And tell everyone, what do I do and what have you been doing?
So Pete's a life coach, if you didn't know.
What does that mean?
So he coaches people.
There you go,
about their
coaching
lives.
people, yeah.
So yeah, that's the main thing that Pete's doing at the minute with MI365, which is right there.
And what are you doing?
So I'm doing a bit of everything, to be honest.
Come on, what are we building at the moment?
We're building a 7-figure funnel.
A seven-figure funnel. Say that really fast. 7-figure funnel. Actually, it's not that
Seven-figure
difficult.
No.
Yeah, we're building a 7-figure funnel. So what have you been doing? How long have we been working together now?
I started in, was it June? So June, July, August, September, October.
Carry on talking because I
About-
can actually bring up on the screen here.
I think it was since about the 6th of June, so almost like 5 months.
And what's been your highlight of that so far? So I've named this folder here. Look, I've named this folder Louis' Big Movies. I'm going to have to download a few of these in the background so that people can see some of what you have actually done. What's kind of been your favourite thing that you've done so far?
I mean, one of these videos that I've made is kind of my favourite. Going to
this is downloading.
Berlin,
Is downloading.
Berlin Gap, I think.
Berlin
it is.
Gap in Eastbourne. Yeah, we got down there really early and we got the drone going. That's downloading. But yeah, Louis has been. We've made some great videos and built. You're working on my Instagram. You're working on my podcast. But the big thing is working on what's called funnels. So do you want to try and explain what a funnel is?
Yeah. So you see an advert and.
It's not advert on the television, right?
No. You see an advert
Yeah.
on social media like Facebook, Instagram, all of that kind of stuff, and they try and get you to a page, and then another page, and then a call or something like that to follow up.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the whole thing, like a funnel. So, how do you explain it? Like a funnel, like it literally
it's
is
like a
funnel.
silo. You take
Yeah.
someone in, and then
Yeah.
if you take them in, you want to take them on a journey. I think that not everyone, but it's a massive industry. But getting it right is something which can take. It's difficult, right? You need, because it's not just about having an advert on Facebook to take people to a video. It's got to be really carefully thought out. Then you've got to be sending them emails, and you want to add value. So tell everyone about the funnel that we're currently working on, the 7-figure funnel.
So the 7-figure funnel, it's quite different to the other funnels, I think. The video is very captivating. While I was editing it, it's like one of the first times where I've actually thought, like my mind was just into the video and not into the production of it, because when I watch something that I've made, I think about what happened behind the camera and the mistakes that are in the video.
I've actually got it here somewhere. I'm going to show everyone who's watching this. Yeah, because it really is a great video. There it is. This shouldn't have to download. It should just come on. No, this is another video. That's another video. You can always edit some of this.
Yeah, I could just bring it on the screen.
Yeah, you can bring it on the screen. Yeah. That's very technologically advanced. Talk to us a little bit about what you see when you watch this.
See, you see something which looks like two different cameras, and we're cutting between each one, but we're actually not. I'm just cropping in while I was editing it, and you see some words pop up which really catches your eye. It's almost like it refreshes you once you see something on the screen. So like cropping in, putting the text up, you kind of get lost in the video, which is very good, obviously.
Yeah, no, I really like it. We did some really cool things here.
Take a moment to think about in your life.
We did like Mind the Gap. That was genius, by the way. The chances of me finding that. But let's just play it in the background. I think I'm so lucky because Louis is 18 and he's got a real hunger to develop and grow and learn and go the extra mile. So I'm very fortunate because what I want to do, I can't do on my own. I need, because I'm a storyteller, but I can't tell the stories on my own. I need people to help me. So what do you want to get out of this year that we're working together?
See, it was funny. I think last week I was actually looking at, because you asked me in 365 days what I wanted to achieve, and most of them are completed like my work being shown on TV, which was with you with the weight loss.
Yeah,
thing.
we did something on TV.
Yeah.
You've interviewed Ronnie O'Sullivan. You've interviewed, you filmed that. Andrea McLean. I mean, household names, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but what do you want to get at? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time?
5 years. Well, I want to be successful.
How would you know that you were successful?
No,
Do you know what the word success means?
No.
Because, believe it or not, I'm giving a talk tonight and I'm talking about success. And I actually Googled what that word meant today. Success means result, outcome, and accomplish, and victories. So what do you want to accomplish?
Have an impact on people, I guess, which I already am. I know that, but I think I want a bit of a bigger impact. Not that I care that loads of people see my stuff. I don't really care about that. I just want to know that I'm either helping someone or they like what I'm doing.
But isn't it great to know that? I mean, I'm getting messages all the time of people saying that video you made, that's the best video. Well, I didn't make it.
Yeah.
You know, well, I was in it, but I didn't make it. Yeah. There it is. This was a great video.
Yeah.
You really encapsulated what I was looking for in this. So I had a vision of this. And it was weird because this is such a beautiful place and we left really early in the morning to go there. We got there before anyone else. And it's all about calling for help. And actually I know 2 people that have walked up here and gone off these cliffs and killed themselves. And suicide is obviously a massive issue right now. And I think there's going to be more and more mental health problems. And I want to help people realize that, you know, you don't have to. I didn't jump off, by the way. But you did such a great job here. And I know lots of people saw this and it really made them think, because that's what I want to do, right? I want to help people to think. Isn't that beautiful?
It's amazing.
And then this was my crazy idea to take my clothes off and not all my clothes off and get into the sea. But what you capsulated here, such a great video of this. Like I've already put my swimming costume on, and then what I really like, it was amazing. Look at that, how quiet it was. And then you just really got this piece really well of coming out of the water here. It turns and the camera comes up. The water was really warm, actually. This was just at the end of the summer. But this is the bit, you know, rising up and looking at things from a different perspective. And then you got me really nicely walking down the road and the battery on the drone ran out. So
Yeah.
look at that road, look. It's a very famous
Oh, wow.
place, this.
I never noticed the
Yeah.
road.
You captured this really well. I realised I got a limp. Yeah, look. But yeah, no, it's awesome. I think. But what's really unique about you is how hungry you are and how much you're prepared to work. I don't know many people that would do the work of like, I'll do whatever it takes to make something happen. And you're very conscientious about money as well, aren't you? You want to save. What do you want to do with money?
Save it.
What for?
A house.
Yeah.
Just for my future, I guess.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that are wasting the money while they're young, and it's not a great idea.
No, well, it's easy to do, right? But
Yeah.
what you're doing is you're building up a body of work. And already, you know, it won't be long until people start seeing what you're doing and just think, right, I need to get this guy to do this. And what we've also done, actually, this was a talk I gave, but you really captured, you know, again on the camera, it's really great camera work. I mean, that's easy to do, but it's very helpful for me that we're doing all of this because, yeah, I couldn't do it on my own. So, ladies and gentlemen, my prediction for Louis Parks, just watch out because soon the whole world will know his name. Yeah, a force to be reckoned with.
I guess we'll come back in a year or something and
Well, it doesn't have to
Watch
be. Why not in a few months?
and see how much has changed.
Yeah, absolutely. 7-figure funnel.
see if he's
For those of you who don't know what a 7-figure, that's $1 million. We want to turn over $1 million from one funnel. So that's the prediction. So make sure you like this YouTube video on Louis Parks's YouTube channel. You subscribe and leave a comment. Let's all work together. Let's do this.
Thank you very much for watching.
No, yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.